Walthamstow Market in London's East End has been a centre of commerce for over a century. Set in one of the poorest boroughs of the UK capital, Europe's longest street market has been keen to the effects of austerity Britain. So what do people here think about the debate surrounding George Osborne's fourth budget and the direction of the UK economy?
Well, we've done all right, I think, mainly because of the Eastern Europeans coming over and wanting fresh meat and that, so we've done okay, but over the last 15 years it's deteriorated a lot. The market has gone right down. There's a lot more people living around here, so the schools are in a much more need, same as the hospitals. I mean, you just used to have one family living in all the houses around the back here. Now each house has probably got about 10 people living in it.
I think the government's got a very big job on. I think, there's been a lot of mistakes, I think, and they're trying to rectify them. And, when someone's been handed a very tough task, it's quite easy to put the blame on them. I don't think... global economy is not good, we know that anyway, but, the country has got some issues that, that have been made previous, and I think that there's a lot of work to do. Either government would have a lot of work to do.
I'm a believer, if you're in debt, you need to pay your debt, and the country's in such a debt, they've got to try and pay it back somehow, isn't it? So I just don't know, there's no answer to it, is it? Because you've got to stop borrowing money sometime, isn't it? So I'm a believer in get your debts paid up and that's it.
But how to pay off that debt remains the trillion-dollar question. One area that's stirred much debate and has a big impact in this borough are changes to the UK's benefit system, with the coalition government earlier this year approving a cap on benefit payments.
Inner city markets, I think that they will suffer when they do cap the benefits, because a lot of our customers are dependent on benefits, and when their money goes down, they've got less to spend. So I do think that will have an effect on inner city markets, yeah, and inner city in general, maybe.
Well, for me, I'm a worker, so anyone that gets benefits, I'm more against it. People that go, you've got people to work, but around here, a lot of people are on benefits. They need benefits, don't they? So to cap them, it's like a vicious circle, isn't it? You need people with benefits. They need the money, don't they? So, and they do spend it in here. So you can't really. You just got to find an happy medium with that, and that's it, really.
We've never had anything given to us by anybody. We've started. If people seem to think that it's their given right to have a benefit, but if you haven't got the money, you just don't have it, and that's my belief. I mean, obviously, if people that are sort of very, very poor and can't, yes, give it to them, but people seem to get such a lot of money on benefits now.
Small businesses trying to juggle rising rates and taxes also feel hard done by. There's a perception among some that big business is favoured by government, with schemes such as their Funding for Lending programme, designed to help banks release credit to households and smaller businesses, having little noticeable effect.
No, I don't think they're not helping small businesses, not at all. I mean, they want big businesses, they know where all their tax money's coming from. Overnight they just know, and I think a lot of them are involved in big businesses anyway.
Being fair, the UK coalition's watchword, is a tricky game. The government's proposed bedroom tax, which sought to free up housing stock by cutting housing benefit for social housing tenants, had to be watered down, while Labour's attempt at reinstating the Liberal Democrats' mansion tax failed earlier this year. Punishing the wealthy is not necessarily a vote winner here.
I don't think that's really fair, because those people have bought their properties and fair and square, hopefully. Although it is debatable, isn't it, if they're very rich, but there we go.
I don't think it'll work. You just scare them out of the country and that'll be it. So you're always going to have wealthy people and that's it. You need the wealthy ones to employ the poorer ones. It's just a circle, isn't it? There's nothing you can do about it.
I do think sort of a little bit the successful sort of get hit a bit hard in this country as well. So I think you've got to be fair to both sides. I think someone who's successful to get 70-80% of his earnings took away, I don't think that's that fair either. So what we're promoting, are we promoting losers or are we promoting winners? I don't know.
Striking a balance will be George Osborne's challenge. Politicians and the public will be watching closely. Seb Morton-Clark, Financial Times, London.